Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Frank's Garage. You guys may remember from my last video, I got the bike started and turned on, but was having issues with it. So today we're going to go ahead and remove the tank, clean the strainer, and try and see if we could get it to run at least halfway decent, we hope. Alright, whatever. But yeah, go ahead and follow along as I take this tank off, buddy. Take the seat off. Okay, so I'll put this tank up for you guys. You got a plug, and we got this darn fuel injector clip. Okay, stop. Before you do this, you want to make sure there's no pressure in your fuel system or you will get sprayed in the face. So please ensure that you do that. Should just be able to pull out. Alright. So these just have two little tabs that you can press down on. These blue tabs, you just press those and pull it out. So our tank is off. It's pretty easy. Alright, so the tank is off the bike. I've placed it up here in the upright position. And I'm going to remove the fuel pump assembly now. Too big, too small. Perfect.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Somebody come get her, dancing like a creeper.
That's why you make sure the your thing's all the way on. You skip them shits. So this whole fuel pump assembly will come out now. Looks like, I'll give you guys a little zoom in here. There is, you got it ultimately. Okay, so you gotta make sure you disconnect this guy here. This thing. Should be able to pull this whole assembly out. So, okay. Okay. One screw here. Flip this around. Get this whole thing out of here. So I think these might come off. Both of these just come off. That allowed us to pull this assembly up and out. So my first step of action is going to be just to, I'll take these components apart, clean them out, and get a new strainer on it, because the fuel pump sounded healthy. It didn't sound like it was whining or anything, but that's still not a clear indication of whether or not it's in good condition or not. But shit, don't really know what happened there. But alright, sorry about the bad angle, but pretty much what I'm doing here is removing both terminals off of the fuel pump. Just be very careful doing that. You don't want to break any connectors or wires. That's how shit breaks, bro. Okay, so fuel pump is off. So there's a little screen in this hole. You might or might not be able to see it. But that gets gunked up with a bunch of junk in there that I found. Pretty sure that's why this thing is choking up. In other words, if there's one part that I would absolutely recommend you go into depth with cleaning, it's going to be this little hole here. This is actually the problem with most of the fuel sputters on these bikes. It's not the actual fuel pump or the strainer. It's the fact that stuff gets gunked up in here, and people will miss it. People will replace fuel pumps. They'll change all sorts of parts and never ever get to the end of their problem because they don't realize that this little screen is the one that gets clogged up. So just make sure you shove a bunch of brake cleaner down it, compressed air, and get it as clean as possible. This will fix your sputter. High RPM. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and try to put this thing back together. We'll start by putting the ground at the ground position. Remember, this cable came through here. This cable wrapped around the back. And you tuck these cables into here. This thing slides through those little brackets. Okay. Okay. Free. So remember, I'm not doing nothing fancy here. All I did was just take apart this fuel pump assembly, get familiar with it, because either way I'm not going to get a hold of a fuel pump or anything like that anytime soon. Strainer, so I figure if I could get away with just cleaning it. Then we would have some sort of luck here. Put this guy back, that thing back, this thing back in here. You want to put this little round O-ring along that little groove, and okay, so let's go ahead and try to install this thing back on. Cut it out in. This guy here went here. This was held on by this little clamp. These electrical connections. Go ahead and hook up the fuel line. And this little guy here. Thing works way better now. You guys believe that, man? Look at that. Look at how well this thing runs with just cleaning out the fuel pump stringer, man. Look at that thing, dude. Okay, so we about to go ride. About to go test this thing out after firing it up. After I took apart the the fuel pump. What's up, brother? Hey, looks like this thing is working. Holy crap, dude.